Welcome to 60 Matthews. I'm Matthew, and today I want to talk about farmers markets. Now you may be wondering why I'm in a parking lot. Well, it won't look like a parking lot for long. Farmers markets are a wonderful thing. I've been lucky enough to be part of the Pepper Place Farmers Market for about 6 years now. It takes place every Saturday from the middle of April until the middle of December. So about 8 months out of the year, every single Saturday there's a farmers market. Rain or shine, heat and snow, there will be a farmers market from 7 to 12. And they mean rain or shine. We've been out there in downpours, in freezing cold. We're out there in the heat of Alabama in July. They mean it. We're out there and people come. The Pepper Place Entertainment District has several different shops around. There's a salon. There are different home decor stores. There are several different restaurants around. The market started almost 20 years ago in a parking lot across the street from the Red Cat Coffee House where I work, and then it expanded to taking up the street in front of the building where the Red Cat is located. So now it's that street, and then it kind of wraps around and goes over to the parking lot where I run the Red Cat booth. I don't have the full espresso machine. I don't have the kitchen. All I have is hot coffee, and iced tea. I'm the express lane. In my years at Red Cat, I've worked every station. I've been in the kitchen, I've been running food, I've been at the register, I've been on bar, I've been running coffee, I've done it all. But now, out at the market, I'm the coffee guy. And I love being a part of the market. I've seen firsthand the joy that it brings people. Not just the customers, but the vendors as well. It's a win-win situation. I see everyone enjoy themselves every single Saturday. It's a very communal experience. It builds a very large and strong community. Over the years, I've noticed two different groups of people that come in. There are the first group of people that get there from 7 o'clock until about 9:30 to 10, and then there are the people that get there from 9:30 to 10 until 12 whenever the market closes. The second group of people are usually the newcomers. They've never been to market before, or if they have, they've never been to Pepper Place. I talk to a lot of people that say, I've been meaning to come out there. Either that or, yeah, I went several years ago, but I haven't been back in a while. Maybe I'll come out this Saturday. And I always warn them, that's awesome. Please come out. But be prepared for a lot of people, a lot of strollers, and a lot of dogs. It's interesting being the coffee guy because I see people before they're caffeinated. People come in and they're very overwhelmed by all of the fresh veggies and fruits, all of the food vendors, all of the art, by the music. It's just a lot going on. They finally find the coffee guy and they come up almost like zombies where they say, please just give me coffee. I just need coffee and then I can handle this. After they get used to it, after they get coffee, after they walk around, I just see them walking around with smiles on their faces. Everybody just ends up having a great time. So that's the second group of people. The first group of people are the people who do this every Saturday. This is their normal routine. This is their social event. Whereas during the week, they have their work colleagues, they can have dinner dates, but Saturday is their social time. It's not a trip to the supermarket. They don't have a to-do list of, I need carrots and I need rice and I need to get some peaches and I need to get this. There are several customers who I see who come to this stand, they go to this stand, they go to this stand, they come and get their coffee and then they leave. So they do have their specific route that they have to follow. But for the most part, people come and they say, well, I need to get these things. But then they run into so-and-so and they say, how's the kids? I saw so-and-so on Facebook. That's awesome. They're so great. They're so cute. And then they keep on walking and say, oh, look, a pretty dog. And then they sit and pet the dog for a second. It's just a great time to walk around, meet people, see a whole bunch of stuff, and just be a part of this community. Now at Red Cat, we have a large amount of space, more than most coffee shops, but from about 7:30 until 12:30, for the duration of the entire farmers market, we have a line that starts at the register, wraps all the way down, and then goes out the door. And it stays that way. And definitely there will be a few people who are angry that their drink is taking a little while longer. But for the most part, people are just happy to hang out. I've been on the bar before and I'll put a drink up for a customer, call out their name, and we'll keep calling their name over and over again. And then they'll come up and say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to forget this. I just got talking to so-and-so and got to catching up and I'm sorry. Then they grab their drink and they head out and they're perfectly fine. And it's the same way out at the market. There's a bread shop that's located right across from me and they'll have a line 15, 20 people deep and it stays that way all day too. But people go and they stand in line and they're talking to their partners and they're laughing and they're catching up and they're petting dogs. It's just a fun, social, slower event and it builds a social community. And also in doing this, it builds a local economy, which we need to return to. Because of the internet, we have this weird global community, which is not a bad thing. I'm a big fan of green tea, which you can really only get in Asia. And I work at a coffee shop that gets coffee from all around the world. We can't really do it in America. It's the same with wine. It's great having things from other places. But for the most part, for the majority of our food, local is better. It simplifies things. If I order carrots or spinach online, it could be coming from across the globe. That means a farmer owns a whole bunch of land and employs a whole bunch of people to farm their vegetables. Someone at the farm has to package it up and send it out. The postal service has to take that package and deliver it to a store. Somebody at the store has to receive that package and put it on a shelf. And then there has to be somebody at the register to sell that package to the customer. And then the customer takes it home and unpackages it. That's so many people. So many people involved in this fairly simplistic process. So farmers markets just cut out a lot of those middlemen and they utilize more efficient trading. And because we as the consumer of these global goods are so far removed from the farm, trying to figure out farming practices, it's like a game of telephone. Who knows the process that it took to get it to you? Even if it says organic, even if it says all natural, it doesn't mean you're getting the best quality product. Also, whenever I go to the supermarket, I have like 2, maybe 3 options of different vegetables that I can choose from. And a lot of those who utilize farming practices who knows what they do. They might have a really good blurb on their package, but who's to say that's accurate or true? But at a farmer's market, you have a plethora of all of these different vegetables you can choose from. And you can walk up to the farmer and say, hey, what kind of pesticides do you use? Are any of these GMO free? Is this certified organic? You can ask them that, and you'd probably get a more honest answer than a blurb on a package. Also, because these farmers are growing on a smaller scale, they can utilize a lot more ethical farming practices. They have a small amount of land that one modest group of people or one family can manage and handle all of the work involved. We have real people that devote their time to these fruits and veggies that can save on a lot of waste. A lot of those giant expanses of land have these giant machines that aren't good at telling a good tomato from a bad tomato. A person can sift through and figure out which tomatoes are good, which peaches are bruised, which blueberries are ripe. With a small farm and a group of people, more time gets spent with the product. And there's just so much less waste. Farmers can collect their carrots and their tomatoes and their okra and then put those in bins, bring those bins to the market, and then you as the customer can bring your bag, put that okra and carrots and tomato into your bag, and then take that bag home. That's zero waste involved. Zero waste from the farm to your face. I'm not even going to trademark that. You can just have that. So farmers markets are completely, absolutely, totally, 100% good. Socially, economically, sustainably good. Pepper Place is definitely not the only market around. There are several popping up all over the place. I strongly encourage you to make it out to your local market. Support your community, support your local farms, keep the money close to home, but most of all, just come out and have a good time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.